Tigers. This is Mrs. Marks with my trusted helper, Tristan. And we're going to teach you today how to make a healthy snack using the ingredients you have from the cupboards in your home.
We will be making chocolate almond butter oat balls.
So here's the ingredients you will need. You'll need some oats. You'll need some peanut butter. Tristan is allergic to peanut butter, so almond butter is a good substitute for us. You'll need some honey. You'll need some chocolate chips. We choose to get mini chocolate chips, but regular chocolate chips are fine. We do mini just because it melts easier in the microwave. You'll need some wax paper. You'll need a sheet pan. You'll need a mixing bowl and a mixing spoon. So Tristan's gonna tell us what we're gonna do next.
So first we're going to get either your almond butter or your peanut butter, and we're going to do 1.5 cups of that.
So I have 1/2 cup. How many will I need to make 1.5?
You will need 3 of these.
Because 1/2 and 1/2 makes a whole, and 1 more half makes 1.5. Now the easiest way to do peanut butter, if it can pour out, is to do it over the bowl. That way it minimizes messes. And Tristan is going to, can you scoop it out for me? Okay, Tristan, now what's next?
Before we get on to what's next, you don't have to use 1.5 cups if you don't want to use as much, because as you can see, we used a lot. You don't have to use that much. We just did it because we have a big family and we really like it. So what's next is you need to get 1/3 of a cup of honey.
Here's 1/3 cup. I'll let you hold it over. I'll pour in the honey.
Also for this, you would like to do it over the bowl. What's next is you will need 3/4 of a cup of oats.
And I already measured that out into this bowl. So we can dump that in.
Now what you have to do is put 1/2 of a cup of mini chocolate chips.
Do they need to be melted?
They do not need to be melted. Now you're going to pour that into the same bowl as you did as the honey, the oats, and the almond butter. Now after you do that, you're going to mix until you pretty much just see the oats and the peanut butter.
This is a great, nice snack to have in place of like cookies or sweet treats. It's good protein, the oats are good grains, and the chocolate's good antioxidants. But I wouldn't say it's quite healthy to eat all the time, but it's definitely a good snack to have, and it's also a better replacement than cookies from the store, which are filled with artificial sweeteners and processed extra ingredients not needed for our bodies. So this is a great alternative. Now what's next?
So after it's pretty mixed up and stuff, you would want to get a ice cream scooper or pick balls and roll them up. I prefer a ice cream scooper because you don't get your hands on the food that your family's eating. I have the ice cream scooper right here, and what you're going to do before you get the balls in, you want to get your wax paper and put it over your pan.
Measure it.
After that, you are going to want to get your ice cream scooper and start scooping them into little balls.
Okay, Tristan, so now what?
After you get all your oat balls done, you're going to put them in the freezer for 20 minutes. After your chocolate oat balls have been in the freezer for about 15 minutes, you will want to get a bowl of mini chocolate chips. You'll want to pour the whole bag to estimate about 3 cups. What you want to do with the mini chocolate chips is you want to put them in the microwave for 30 seconds and do it until it's melty and chocolatey. Stir every 30 seconds.
So now that the chocolate's been melted, we're going to dip the oat balls into the chocolate, and Tristan's going to tell us what we need for that.
What you're going to need is a couple of toothpicks. So when you grab the oat balls and put it in the chocolate, you're not touching anybody else's food. You're also going to need a spoon, because when you dip the oat balls in the thing, or in the bowl of melted chocolate, it might not, if it's not big enough, you're going to need to grab a spoon and dip the chocolate over the top if it's not deep enough.
So let's show you how it's done. Stick toothpick in and dip it in. Now, to make sure it's all covered, you can use a spoon. Make sure you get it dipped in. Let it drip off. And then stick it back onto your wax paper. And use another toothpick.
So you're going to be doing that for everyone until they're all covered in chocolate.
Now, if you don't want as much chocolate on it, you just want a little bit, you can always take a spoon and just drizzle the chocolate. So what I mean is I get some chocolate on my spoon, and maybe I just want a little bit, so I'll just drizzle the top of it, and then it has less chocolate. And those are 2 different ways that you can do it.
So now when you're done covering the chocolate over the oat balls, you're going to want to put it in the fridge for 20 minutes.
That way it'll allow the chocolate to mold onto the oat balls, and then they'll be ready to eat.
After you pull your chocolate oat balls out of the fridge, they should be done and ready.
If you want to save them for later snacks, don't eat them all at the same time, you'll get a tummy ache. You can put them in a bag. You can either save them in your freezer or save them in your refrigerator. And the best part now is we get to enjoy our snack.
Thank you all for joining us, and hope you enjoy the chocolate almond butter oat balls.
And make sure to drink water when you eat that much sugar. Cheers!